Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So, this is my third time making this video. I came up with a theory recently, and I was like, okay, you know what? Cause my oldest nephew, who I went to see this past weekend, shout out to my oldest nephew, Jaden. Love you. Miss you. Anyways, he asked me a question. He was like, why are there so many reboots and remakes and reimaginings? I was like, that is a good question. I don't really know. And then I started to think, he does have a point. And it started to dawn on me, like, cause I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I started to think, well, since The Little Mermaid just came out not that long ago, Peter Pan and Wendy Peter Pan had his another reboot. And then I came up with this this theory that what if Disney, especially Disney, is the reason why Disney is doing these reboots, remakes, and reimagining is because they want to show us the side of the MCU that we haven't really paid too much attention to. And then I started to think about the MCU and the significance it has on these reboots and where the reboots are in the MCU history and timeline. Because think about it, guys. Let's just think about it. We have Cruella. We have The Little Mermaid. We have Maleficent. We have Alice in Wonderland. We have the Chipmunks. We have Indiana Jones. We have Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. We have The Lion King. We have Lilo and Stitch. We have a live action Moana. We have The Hunchback of Notre Dame. We might be having a live action Pocahontas movie at some point. And then it dawned on me, the MCU is not fully complete. Yeah, we have our heroes and we have Skrulls, we have gods, we have aliens, we have this and that, we're starting to get mutants more and more. And then I realized that Namor the Submariner is in Black Panther 2. And Namor Submariner is from Atlantis. And then I started to think more and more about it. I was like, well, maybe the reason why Namor isn't really Namor in the MCU is because of the live action mermaid, which it doesn't really matter. And then I was like, well, maybe the MCU version of Namor the Submariner is a part of a city in Atlantis. And I was like, well, he did just call himself a mutant in the movie, so makes sense. And then I started to think, well, Ariel, the Little Mermaid, is a siren. Sirens are half fish, half human, or half god, which means they are mutants. And then I started to think more and more about the mutant population. Why haven't we seen the mutants? And then I was like, it's all a part. It's showing us the hidden history of the MCU that we aren't really seeing yet. Like, think about it. The reason why we're getting... just picture this, okay? The reason why we're getting all these reboots, especially reboots, remakes, and reimaginings, live action, reboots, why they're mainly why they're like giving us their animated stuff and giving us live action trash and garbage and all that stuff. I mean, half of it is trash, half of it is just like interesting filler. It's all about giving us the history of the MCU, the history that we have been lacking in the MCU for quite some time. Because and it does kind of tie into Thor 4. and Thor 5, because Hercules is on his way. Which is interesting to say the least. But also, I was thinking, well, Ariel's father is Triton. Who is Triton's father? Poseidon. Who is Poseidon's brother? Zeus. Who is Poseidon's nephew? Hercules. And who is Poseidon's father? Most specifically, who is Poseidon's father? Cronus, who is, in Greek mythology term, a Titan. And where have we seen or heard the word Titans before? Thanos came from a planet called Titan. Think about it. It all adds up. In some odd way, it kind of adds up. Plus, the Eternals. They're connected too. They're connected in this whole history lesson too. So, maybe all these reboots and reimaginings from Disney aren't so bad, because we're getting a different side of the MCU's history that we are blind to see, and we haven't seen the full picture of the MCU just yet. But anyways, that's just how I like to look at the situation. But hey, I'm no MatPat, but that's just the theory. That's just my theory. But Anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far for right now. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.